we are going to begin our class today in child's pose. So make your way onto hands and knees. And then you're going to separate your knees about mat width distance apart, bringing the big toes to touch behind you. Sink your hips toward your heels and extend your arms toward the top of your mat. Maybe resting the forehead all the way down. If you would like, you can roll your head from left to right, massaging the forehead, letting your body feel heavy here for a moment. Begin to focus your attention on your breathing. Taking long, deep breaths in through the nose and long, deep breaths out through the mouth. Inch your fingertips a little bit further down your mat, sinking your chest a little bit closer to the earth. Settling in here. Taking this time and stillness to check in with how you're feeling today. Noticing not only the physical sensations in your body, but paying attention to the thoughts going through your mind. Maybe the emotions that might be coming up. Noticing how you're feeling without passing judgment. Just simply becoming aware. We'll be here for about 3 or 4 more deep breaths in stillness. Inhaling deeply through the nose. And exhaling deeply through the mouth. Continue sinking your hips toward your heels. On your next breath in, come high up onto your fingertips, tenting your hands. Bring your shoulders up near your ears. And as you exhale, flatten your palms, sinking your chest a little bit closer down to the mat. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, come high up onto those fingers. Exhale, melting the upper body down, sinking the chest toward the mat, hips toward the heels. Last one, inhale, come high up onto those fingertips. Exhale, sink the chest down toward the earth. Slowly walk both hands toward the left side of your mat. If you would like, you can stack the left hand or the right hand on top of the left, letting your ears come between your biceps, stretching through that right side body. 2 deep breaths here. Walk the hands back to center, inch the fingertips forward again, lifting up the elbows, deep breath in and out. Walk the hands to the right this time. Maybe that left hand comes on top. Sink the hips back as you stretch through that left side body, through that left rib cage. 2 deep breaths. Walk the hands back to center, inch the fingertips forward one more time, lifting the elbows. Deep breath in and out. And then as you inhale, drag your hands toward your body, rounding up 1 vertebrae at a time. Let your head and your neck come up last. You're going to sit your glutes on the mat, swing your legs out in front of you, and make your way into an easy seat on your mat. Crossing your legs, grounding through your sit bones, lengthen through your spine. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. Taking a few deep breaths here. Noticing how it feels to be in a different position, to be upright. And then we'll begin to warm up through the neck a little bit. So we'll start by nodding the head yes, looking down toward the mat and up toward the ceiling or the sky. Stretching out through the front and the back of the neck. Moving nice and slow. And then slowly bring that head back to center, gaze forward, and then we'll shake the head no. Looking over one shoulder and then the other. Stretching through the sides of the neck. Come back to center. Drop your right ear toward your right shoulder. Feeling a deeper stretch through that left side of the neck. You can stay right here or add a little bit of weight by placing the right hand on the outside of the left side of the head, gently pulling down, increasing the stretch. Release the hand back to your leg. Roll your head through center and then bring that left ear to hover over the left shoulder. Maybe you use your left hand to pull on the right side of the head, increasing that stretch. Release that left hand down. Roll the head back through center, tucking the chin to the chest. Deep breath in and out. And then bring the gaze straight out in front of you. Lengthen back up through the crown of your head. We're going to take a few shoulder shrugs here. We'll start by shrugging the shoulders forward. Bring them all the way up toward the ears. Increasing the movement in the upper back and shoulders here. And then switch directions. Roll the shoulders down and back. Open up through the chest. Almost letting the shoulder blades touch on the way down. And then come back to stillness. Take another deep breath in and out. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center, palms pressing together, stretching out through the wrists, through the forearms. Inhale, sweep the arms back up overhead, palms touch. And then as you exhale, we're going to lower the right hand to the mat by your side. Begin to walk those right fingertips a little bit further to the side and then reach that left arm over toward that right side. Maybe the right forearm comes down to the earth, opening up through that left shoulder. We're going to take a little bit of movement right here. On your next breath, and cactus that left arm open through the chest and the shoulder. Exhale, round. So you're going to curl your upper body toward that right side. Inhale, open, cactusing the arm. Exhale, round, curling over. Once more, inhale, cactus, open. Exhale, round, curling over. Inhale, come all the way back up, palms meet overhead. Exhale, left hand comes down. Walk those left fingertips a little bit further to the side and then begin to reach that right arm up and over toward that left side. Maybe that left forearm comes down. Open through the shoulder and the chest. Cactus that right arm, open up. Inhale. Exhale, round, curling the body toward Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Once more, inhale, cactus. And exhale, round. Come all the way back up deep. Inhale as the palms meet overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take a deep breath in and out. We're going to take a little bit of mobility in the wrists by rolling the wrists, making little circles going one way. And then switching directions, roll the wrists the other way. And then we'll bring the hands back to heart center, taking 2 deep breaths here, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Slowly release the hands to the knees. We're going to prepare for seated cow and cat. On your next breath in, press your chest forward, pull the shoulders back, lifting the gaze slightly. As you breathe out, round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest, bring the shoulders up near the ears. Continue moving through this with your own breath, inhaling to press the chest forward into cow, and exhaling to round the spine back to cat. Moving nice and slow, articulating each individual movement. Take 2 more breaths here. And then slowly return to a neutral spine, sitting tall. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and pull your fists down, pulling your shoulders back, opening through your chest. Lift your gaze, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, fold your upper body forward. Maybe your fists come overhead. Maybe your forehead comes down to the mat. If you have a block, maybe your forehead comes down to a block. Reaching the fists higher overhead to deepen the stretch in the shoulders. Two more breaths here. Slowly come all the way back up to center. Release your hands back to your knees. Deep inhale and exhale. We're going to extend the right leg next. So keep the left knee bent in, extend the right leg down the mat in front of you. Left foot comes to that right inner thigh. Flex those right toes. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, reach your hands down the mat, placing them on either side of your leg, maybe your foot. Folding your upper body down toward that right knee. Keeping the toes flexed to engage your entire leg here. With each inhale, lengthen your spine, gaze past your toes. And with each exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Bring your chest closer to your extended leg. here. And then slowly round all the way back to center. We're going to take a twist by placing the right hand on the left knee. Left hand comes to the base of the spine, twisting the chest and shoulders open to the side. Inhale, lengthen, sit tall. Exhale and twist, gaze over your left shoulder. We'll take a counter twist, come back to center, left hand to that right thigh, right hand to the base of the spine. Twisting open, gazing back. Deep inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Extend that left leg out. Bend in at the right knee. Place the sole of the foot on the left inner thigh, flexing the left toes. Again, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, placing the hands on the outside of the leg, the foot, the ankle, folding that upper body forward, keeping the leg straight to stretch out through the hamstring. Toes are flexed to engage the leg. With each inhale, lengthen, look out. With each exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Two more breaths here. Slowly round all the way back up. Left hand comes to that right knee, this time right hand to the base of the spine. Inhale, lengthen, sit tall. Exhale, twist, gaze over the back shoulder. Come back to center. Right hand to left thigh, left hand to the base of the spine. Open to the opposite side. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Come back to center. Extend the right leg out. Both legs extended out in front of you. Toes flexed back. Rock from side to side so that you're just sitting onto your sit bones. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, reaching for your feet. Bend your knees as much as you would like so that you can make contact with the feet, resting your chest onto your quads, maybe resting your chin onto your knees, folding the upper body forward. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. And then slowly release the feet, rounding back up. Bend in at both knees, placing the soles of the feet together for butterfly. Let the knees fall open to the sides. And then we're going to gently rock from side to side. You can hold onto your feet or your ankles, lifting one sit bone and then the other. Lengthening through your spine. Keep your shoulders relaxed back. Come back to stillness, lengthening all the way up. You can stay right here, or if you would like a deeper hip flexor stretch, begin to fold the upper body forward, extending your arms out in front of you, bringing your chest closer to the earth. 2 deep breaths wherever you are in butterfly. Slowly round up if you are folded forward. Bring your knees back together and then lie all the way back onto your mat, keeping your knees bent in, getting ready for bridge. So your knees are bent, your heels should be close to your glutes, about hip width distance apart. Flip your palms down into the mat by your sides. On your next breath in, lift your hips up toward the ceiling, creating a space between your low back and the mat, pressing your hips up high. If you would like to, you can interlace your fingers behind your back, rolling up onto one shoulder and then the other, lifting yourself up just a little bit higher. We've got 3 more breaths here in bridge. If you have your hands clasped, slowly release that bind. Lower your hips down toward the mat, and then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze in, pressing your spine down into the mat. Keep your right knee hugged in and extend the left leg down the mat, resting that left heel down. Flex your right toes. Open your knee up to that right side, pulling the knee toward the underarm, stretching through the hip flexor. Deep inhale. Exhale, place your left hand on your right knee and guide that knee all the way over to the left side. Maybe you roll onto your left hip. Inhale, reach the right arm toward the ceiling. Exhale, open it to that right side, gazing toward the hand or up toward the ceiling, creating a deep twist in your spine. Relax your shoulders down toward the mat. Three more breaths on this side. Deep inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth. Slowly come back to center. Let's hug that right knee back into the chest. Give it one last tight squeeze in. And then send it all the way down the mat, hugging the left knee into the chest. Flex the left toes and pull that knee toward the left underarm, opening through the hip flexor. Inhale. Exhale, right hand grabs that knee. We're going to guide it all the way over to the right side. Roll onto the right hip. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, open it to that left side. Gaze follows the hand or looks up toward the ceiling or the sky. Relaxing the shoulders down. Three more breaths here. Feeling the deep twist in the spine. Slowly come back to center, hugging that left knee back into the chest. Deep inhale. Exhale, extend the leg down the mat, returning to Shavasana. Relax your body down into the mat. Bend your knees in again, placing the soles of your feet on the mat, preparing for waterfall. We're going to begin to extend the legs up toward the ceiling or the sky, like we're trying to place the soles of our feet on the ceiling, pressing the low back down into the mat. Arms are by the sides, palms pressing down. You can stay here in stillness or add in some ankle mobility by pointing and flexing the feet, stretching through the front and the back of the ankles. Maybe you add in some little ankle circles going one way. And then get those ankle circles going the opposite way. for 2 more breaths. Slowly bend the knees, lower the feet back to the mat. We're going to take happy baby next. So bend those knees, bring the knees into the chest, and reach for the outside edges of the feet, the ankles or the calves, pulling the knees into the underarms, pressing the spine into the mat. Maybe you start to rock from side to side, massaging the spine, opening the hips as you pull the knees closer to the underarms. Keeping the shoulders relaxed down. Slowing your breathing. Taking even deeper breaths in and out. Slowly bring the knees back to the chest. Give yourself one last tight squeeze in, pressing the spine down. And then release. Extend the legs all the way down the mat. Heels come together, toes flare to the sides. Arms are by your sides, palms facing up toward the ceiling. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. If it feels comfortable for you, let your eyes gently flutter closed here for a moment, relaxing on your mat in your final Shavasana. You can stay here in Shavasana for as long as you would like. I will guide us out of Shavasana, but you can stay here if that feels more comfortable for you or that's what your body is calling for today. We're going to slowly begin to deepen the breathing, bring the awareness back to the body. Wiggle the fingers and the toes, bringing a little bit of movement back in. Maybe you roll in the wrists and the ankles. And then reach the arms all the way up overhead, lengthening from the fingertips all the way down to the toes, taking a full body stretch. And then release the arms back to the sides. And slowly bend the right knee and roll onto one side. Pausing there just a moment. Take another deep inhale, expand the lungs. Deep exhale, letting it all go. And then slowly press yourself all the way up into a comfortable seat on your mat. Lengthening through your spine. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Take a moment and thank yourself for coming to your mat and practicing. Namaste.